are here to keep you there. Steamboat Sotheby's International Realty. Real estate with local roots that run deep at global reach that spans across markets world around. Twin and Borough Services, waste, transportation, disposal, and recycling services. UC Health, live extraordinary. And Yampa Valley Bank, Steamboat's only locally owned bank. All right, as we getting our races underway, on the red gate, bib 104, Maggie Rose. On the blue, bib 115, Catherine. And the racers are off. On course, coming down. Looks like we have a great race here coming through. All right, as we have our red gate finisher coming through before the blue. Next up in the gate, we have bib 107 on red, Lynn. On blue course, we have Grace. Racers are on course, making their way down the face of Halcyon Hill here. Making for an exciting race as these two racers come down the hill neck and neck. This is looking like a great race as we're coming down to see who's going to cross that finish line first. We have rider on the blue, Grace, bib 109. All right, for our next racers, we have on the red gate, bib 108, Kendall. On blue, 111, Remington. Racers are on course, making their way down, just past the first few gates, coming around. As we're watching these racers roll over that edge quicker and quicker, making those turns down the course. Variations from first races to the finals have been a little different, which is awesome to see. We have a red finisher on the red gate, 108, coming across the finish line first, Kendall. Next up on course, we have bib 103 Lily. And on the blue course, bib 113 Akina. Racers are on course making their way down. Coming through here neck and neck as they're going through the first few corners, berms, turns, rolling over, making this for an exciting race down to the bottom. Both of these ladies giving it their all. On the red course, we have Lily coming across the finish line first. Next up in the gate, we have bib 101 on the red course, Alexa, bib 105 on the blue course, Kaya, as they're getting ready for their race. Racers are on course as they make their way out of the gate for a nice pull. Both of them are coming down neck and neck on the first few turns. Look at these racers. It ain't easy being speedy, but it sure looks a lot of fun out there. As we have our red racer coming through and finishing, our blue racer getting up, finishing strong still and making sure they're coming across the finish line. Good race, ladies. Looks like Alexa, bib 101, will be moving on. All right, up next, we have Sasha and Tatum. Sasha, bib 106 on the red course, and Tatum, bib 111, 117 on the blue. And I just got word that live timing is not working right now. So if you do want to see it, you can go to the Winter Sports Club events, Race to the Cup. There is going to be feed there. Both racers now, as we have them on course, making their way down. Looking like a great race all the way down to the finish. It looks like we're having speed happening on both sides. These girls are catching up with each other, going neck and neck. Great racing, ladies, all the way down to the finish with a strong finish. We have our red racer coming across. Sasha, bib 106, will be moving on. Next up on course, on the red course, we have bib 110, Kelsey. And on the blue course, we have 114, Celia. These racers getting in the gate ready for their race here. As we have both racers on course getting a solid start out of that gate. Now remember that all of these riders, they will have another chance to race on the other course that they did already race on. So once we've seen these guys come down, they will switch courses and have a fun time getting to go after the other color that they didn't get to go after yet. That being said, as we're watching these two racers make their way down the face of Halcyon, making these turns back and forth, it looks like we're going to have the racer on the red side finishing first, bib 110, Kelsey. Next up in the gate, we have on the red course, bib 102, Iris, and on the blue course, bib 112, Micah. Mika, excuse me, Mika. Racers are on course with a solid start out of the gate. These racers are coming back and forth as they're making through. As these racers make their way down to the final turns, it looks like our red racer, bib 102, Iris, is going to be winning that round. As we're moving into the men's races now, we have bib 151, Dylan, on the red course. On the blue course, bib 167, Nicolas. Racers are on course, making their way on down there. As they're coming through, starting to get onto the face of Halcyon right now. Looking like these guys are coming down pretty speedy, rolling over those edges back and forth. It's not easy to have that timing right. As we're watching the racer on the red course come across the finish line first, bib 151, Dylan. All right, next up on course, we have on the red course, bib 159, Michael. On the blue course, we have bib 153, Everett. Racers are on course. As we see these racers coming across the finish, looking like the guy on the blue course is coming across the finish line first. Next up on course, on the red course, we have bib 156 Miles. On the blue course, we have bib 161 Talon. Racers are on course as they're making their way down Halcyon Hill. As these racers are making their way for the last few gates, looking like we're going to have our red racer come across the finish line first, bib 156. Next up on course, on the red course, we have bib 155 Steven, and on the blue course, bib 176 Conrad. Racers are on course as they're making their way down the first few gates, coming around the gates. It looks like as these guys are getting it down the face of Halcyon, making for some exciting racing as they're coming down here. As we're watching the racers into the last few final gates here, we have our racer on the red course coming across the finish line first, bib 155 Steven. Next up on course, we have on the red, bib 158 Emilio, and on the blue course, bib 160 Luke. Getting ready here to make their way down for the race to the Cup, presented by Duckles Construction, which is very, very exciting here. Both of these racers are getting on course as they make their way down the face here, coming through the mid part of the course into the last final turns, holding it together, harnessing that speed, making sure they finish strong. Nice finish there, guys. On the red course, we have bib 158. Next up on the red course, bib 157 Tate. And on the blue course, bib 165 Benjamin. Racers are on course with a solid pull out of the gate there. Both of these racers are coming down these corners neck and neck. Look at this for exciting races. These guys are coming down to the wire. Let's see what these fellas can do as they're hitting these flags back and forth. Blue and red, blue and red. Let's go, boys. As we have our red course finisher coming across the line first, bib 157. Next up on course, we have on the red course, bib 154 Justin, and on the blue course, 166 Walker. The intensity before the pull. Everybody gets out of the gate safely. Looks like they're having fun getting into those first few corners, making sure they hold on. This is the fun stuff of the races as we're watching these guys come through here as they enter the face of Halcyon here, making their way back and forth, trying to hang on, see what they can do as they make their way faster and faster down here, harnessing that speed. Let's see what we got here over here on the red course. Looking like we have our red course finisher coming across first as 154. Next up on course, on the red course, we have bib 152 Emil. And on blue, we have bib 162 Samuel. This is going to be the last pair for the men first round. Racers are on course as everybody's making their way down. Look at these guys coming back and forth, coming around these corners neck and neck, keeping it pretty fun right here. Keep an eye on it as we enter the face of the hill. See if these guys can hold on to it. Looks like we have everybody coming around. He went around. Everybody's getting up. That's awesome. On the red side, we have our finisher coming across there, bib 152. And also watching for our blue finisher, finishing the race still strong. Sometimes we want to still show our competitiveness and make sure we have a strong finish. Way to go, boys. As you guys are enjoying our race to the cup here at Halcyon Hill, presented by Duckles Construction. Also, some of our awesome sponsors like Arctic Liquors and the city of Steamboat Springs, our hometown. Halcyon Hill, one of the oldest operating ski areas in North America. Deer Park Road, alternative investment management since 2003. Native Excavating is quality excavation since 1981. Smart Wool, power your adventures with performance socks and clothing. And Steamboat Radio, making sure that our radio waves are exciting with tunes and sports. Steamboat Orthopedic and Spine Institute, we are here to keep you out there. Steamboat Sotheby's Real Estate International Realty. Twin Enviro Services, with a variety of waste transportation, waste disposal, and recycling services. Also, UC Health, live extraordinary. As we have our racers making their way down the course for the ladies, on the blue course will be blue course bib 104. On the red course, we had bib 115, Catherine. Next up in the course, on the blue course, we have bib 107, Lynn Ott. And on the blue course, the red course, excuse me, bib 109, Grace Domino. Racers coming down the course here, making their way through. This here is an exciting race to watch as we see these two ladies making their way down, neck and neck, kind of as they hit the front face of Halcyon, going into the last few turns. Let's see what these ladies can do. As we see these two on the red course, bib 109. Bib 109 advancing. Next on course, on the red course, we have bib 111, Remington Kaler, and on the blue K course, bib 108, Kendall Harrington. Racers are on course. as these racers are making their way down the face of Halcyon, making for an exciting race as we're getting into the last part of the race here, holding on to see if they can get this speed here. As we have on the red course, so out of that race, bib 111 will be advancing. Next up for the blue gates, we have Akina Katsuka and bib 113. On the blue course, we have Akina Kazuka, bib, wait. So we have Akina 113 on the red course and 103 Lily Janasak on the blue course. Racers are on course. These racers, as they're making their way down, very exciting as we see them coming through the top part of the course, trying to see if it's going to be neck and neck as they're coming back through, going back and forth, hitting these gates at a very close time together. This is going to be a fun finish to watch. Keep your eyes out as we have our racer on the blue course coming across the finish line first. On the blue course, bib 103, Lily Janusak will be advancing. Next up on course, we have Kaya Kazuka, bib 105 on the red course. Alexa Bullis on the blue course, bib 101. As the racers are on course, coming down the face here, making their way through the crux of the course as they're making their way down the face of Halcyon, coming through here, seeing if they can harness that speed. Coming into the last few turns, seeing what we can do and hold on the red course, crossing the finish line. So bib 101 will advance out of that group. Getting on to the staging area, we have Tatum Leitner on bib 117 on the red course, and we have Sasha bib Jansuwick bib 106 on the blue course. Racers on course right now as we're watching them come down the face here at House and making for an interesting race here. All athletes that have advanced, please make your way up to the top of the course. As that race was very exciting and very close, we have bib 106, Sasha Janusak, who will be advancing to the next round. Next up, we have on the blue course, we have Kelsey Steffen, bib 110, and on the red course, we have Celia Jones, bib 114. As these racers are coming down the face of Howson Hill, making their way into the final few turns, seeing if they can hold on to that speed here for the last little bit. And we have bib 110 on the blue side crossing that finish line first. Bib 110, Kelsey Steffen will be advancing. Next up on the red course, bib 112, Mika Kazuka, and on the blue course, we have bib 102, Iris Bloom. Racers on course. These racers coming in here for the face of Howson, seeing what the speed they can do if they're coming into the final few turns here on that blue course. Bib 102 coming across there. All right, if any of you guys have been following the brackets, here's what we have after that first round there. Bib 104, 109, 111, 103, 101, 106, 110, 102. As we're making our way down for the men's second race here, we have bib 151, Dylan Udoff, and bib 167 on the red course, Nicholas Pierce. Bib 151 will advance out of that. Next up on course, we have Michael Smith. Bib 159 on the blue course. And bib 153, Everett McHugh on the red course. Racers are on course, making their way down for this exciting race here. These guys have been going neck and neck all day. Let's see what they do here in this race. Pretty exciting as these guys are coming down. As these courses come down, turning back and forth for the last few gates, looking like our racer on the right, on the red course, will be crossing that finish line first. Red bib 153, Everett will be advancing. Next up on course, we have bib 156, Miles Silverman on the blue course. Bib 161, Talon Beluskio on the red course. Racers are on course as they're making their way through the first few gates there. Coming around this turn here, we'll see what they get as they get onto the face of house, and looking pretty neck and neck as they're coming down the course here. Let's see what these fellas can do. Our racer on the blue course coming across the finish line. Bib 156, Miles Silverman will be advancing. Next up on course, we have bib 155, Stephen McCutcheon on the blue course. On red course, we have bib 176, Conrad Satcher. Racers are on course. Great pulls out of the gate there. These guys are coming through the first few turns neck and neck as they ran that corner right there and coming down the face. We'll see what we got. Who's making it through this? Who's rolling over their edge faster? Who looks like we have some speed catching up. This is still neck and neck. This is going to be a fun finish, you guys. Let's see what we have here in store. Who's coming across first? Bib 155. Stephen McCutcheon will be advancing. Next up on course, we have on the blue course, bib 156, Emilio Botero, 158, excuse me. And on the red course, we have bib 160, Luke Saya. Racers are on course with an exciting start there. On the blue course, racer 157, Tate Pepe. And on the red course, bib 165, Benjamin Carpenter. As we have racer 157, Tate Pepe, crossing that finish line. Tate will be advancing to the next round. Oh, never mind, I'm on the wrong one. Ignore me. Botero, sorry, excuse me. Botero will be advancing. Next up, now we have on the blue course, bib 157, Tate Pepe, and on the red course, bib 165, Benjamin Carpenter. Racers are on course as they're coming down. See what we can do. As we have our racer on the blue course coming through that finish line. Bib 157, Tate Pepe advances. Next up on course, on the blue course, bib 154, Justin Carpentier, and bib 166 on the red course, Walker Overstake. Racers are on course for an exciting start there coming out of that gate. See, as they're coming around neck and neck, let's see what we can do. Hold on to it. As the racers are making their way into the final few turns here, we have our blue course crossing that finish line first. Bib 154, Justin Carpentier will be advancing. Next up in the gate, we have Emil Gute and Samuel Carpenter. On that blue course, it's Emil, bib 152 Gute. On the red course, we have Samuel Carpenter. Racers are on course as they're making their way down the course here. We have our blue rider coming through here. Red's coming through, had a little bit rough start, but still hanging on to finish that race strong. As we have our racer on the blue course coming across first. Bib 152, Emil Gaudet will be advancing. Now we're going to do a little bit of course maintenance before we start the ladies again. bib 151, 153, 156, 155, 158, 157, 154, and 152 will be advancing. Thank you very much for joining us for our Race to the Cup presented by Duckles Construction here at the City of Steamboat Springs, our hometown, Halcyon Hill, our oldest continually operating ski area in North America. Native excavation, quality excavation since 1981. Smart Wool, keeping you warm, powering your adventures with performance socks and clothing. Steamboat Radio, keeping you up to date on all your sports news and great music selection. Steamboat Ski and Resort Corporation, Happy Trails, home of the Champagne Powder. As we have our first racers coming down the course, we have bib 104 on red, Maggie Rose Carrington, and on the blue course, bib 109, Grace Domino. Next up on course, we have bib 111 on the red course, Remington Kaler. And on the blue course, bib 103, Lily Janowski, Janusak, excuse me. Racers are on course, making their way down the course here as they're coming through. Looking like the races never end until they get to the bottom. Still neck and neck as they come down the face here. Into the final few turns. Everybody, let's see what this finish looks like. Looking like our blue racer is coming across there first. 103 coming across that finish line first. Next up on course, we have on the red course bib 101, Alexis Bullis. And on the blue course, we have bib 106, Sasha Jansuik. Racers as they're making their way down the course here. Making their way through into the last few turns here. Let's see what the finish is on the red course. Alex 101. Next up, we have bib 110 on the red course, Kelsey Stephenson. On the blue course, bib 102, Iris Plume. Racers are on course, making their way down. What an exciting start that was. Coming around here neck and neck. Let's see what happens. As these racers come into the last few, it's going to be a close finish. Let's see what we have. Who's going to make it? Looking like we had blue cross that finish line first. 106 coming across. Oh, wait. Excuse me. 102. Now we will be moving to the men's to go back for the next one here. Racers are on course as they're making their way down. On the red course, bib 151, Dylan Udoff. And on the blue course, bib 153, Everett McEwen, coming down here in the course, making fast moves here as they're coming into the last few turns. Looking like reds crossing the finish line first there, Dylan Uloff. Next up in the on deck is bib 156, Miles Silverman. And on the blue course, bib 155, Stephen McCutcheon. Racers are on course, making their way down. Looking like these guys are cruising through here. Look at this course as it's coming down. It's anybody's race still. As we're crossing the finish line, who's coming across? We have on the blue course, 155 crossing the finish line first. Next up, on the red course, bib 158, Emilio Batiro, and on blue course, bib 157, Tate DePepe. Racers coming down the course as we see them crossing the finish line. Bib 158 crossing the finish line first on the red side. Next up, bib 154, Justin Carpentier. And on the blue course, bib 152, Emile Gaudet, excuse me. Racers are on course as they're making their way down neck and neck for the first few turns. Let's see who's going to pull ahead here. Obviously, we've seen some great racing today. It's anybody's race as we have our racer coming through on the blue course, crossing the finish line, bib 152, coming across the finish line. We're waiting for our racer that's on the course. Hopefully he's doing okay. Dave Winters, can you talk to this racer, please? All right, now we're back to the ladies to go back to our first bracket. Bib 109, Grace Domino will be on the red course, and on the blue course will be 104, Megan Rose Kerrigan. Maggie Rose. As these racers are coming down the course, still anybody's race. We see a lot of speed as they're coming down that face there. A lot of power that they have to make sure they can stay in that course. It's not easy. It looks like it's getting to be really close. We'll see what this finish looks like. We have the racer on the red course coming across first. Let's see what that means. Now, red wins that one. However, 014 Bib will be advancing Maggie Rose. Next up on course, on red course, we have Bib 1, or on blue course, Bib 111, Remington Kaler, and on the red course, Bib 103, Lily Janisak. Racers are on course, making their way down here. Let's see what these two racers have. Exciting. See, as we see some speed coming in here, both of these racers are coming neck and neck as we're getting into the meat and potatoes of this race here. Let's see in the last few turns, can we hold on to it? Racer on the red side is coming across that finish line. 103. 103, Lee Jansak will be advancing. Next up on course, on the blue course, Bib 101, Alexis Bolus, and on the red course, Bib 106, Sasha Jansuik. Racers on course. As they're making their way down, going neck and neck for these first three gates here. Let's see who looks as though they're coming down that belly of Halson Hill here, making their way through, holding on to these turns. That course is looking a little bit harder to hold on to, but these guys are doing great making their way down as they're rolling through these turns, back and forth. Let's go, red, blue. Racer on the blue course is coming across that finish line first. Alexa Bolus will be advancing, Bib 101. on bib 102 on red course, Iris Flume, and on blue course 110, Kelsey Stephenson. Racers are on course, making their way down the first few turns here. Looking like we have on that red side coming through, just holding through that turn. That blue coming in has a little bit of time to make up there, but is looking like they're racing their strongest race right now, coming on down as these racers are coming through here. As we see the racer on the red course crossing that finish line first. Bib 102, Irish Flume will be advancing. Hey racers, if you have not advanced to the next round, we would love your assistance on helping us slip that course for the next few racers. That'd be awesome. If you guys want to make your way up and help slip the course, that'd be great.
All right, looking like we're going to be underway here with the gentlemen as we get them racing on the blue course. We have bib 151, Dylan Udoff, and on the red course, bib 153, Everett McCune. Racers are on course as they make their way down. House in here. Let's see what this race is looking like. These guys are neck and neck as they're coming into the belly of House, and let's see who can hold on to this. Harness that speed, fellas. Let's see what this race looks like. Last few corners, coming in strong, looking like our racer on the blue course coming across first. Bib 151, Dylan Udoff will be advancing. Next up on course, on the red course, bib 155, Stephen McCutcheon. And on the blue course, bib 156, Miles Silverman. Racers are on course, making their way down. Still really anybody's race, even though it looks coming down. As we're watching the racers hold it together here for the last few turn. On the red course, racer finishing first. Bib 155, Stephen McCutcheon will be advancing out of that group. Up next on the red course, bib 157, Tate Pepe. On the blue course, bib 158, Emilio Botero. Racers are on course as they're making their way down the course here. Back and forth as they're going around these gates at a very close time together. Let's see who's going to have this one as they come down the belly of the beast here. Neck and neck as these boys are coming through here, holding on. Still anybody's race. It's going to be a fun finish. Who's got this, guys? That was phenomenally close. Bib 158 crossed the finish line first, and bib 158 will be advancing Emilio Botero. Next up, we have bib 154 Blue Carpentier, Justin Carpentier, and on the red course, bib 152 Emile Godet. Racers are on course, making their way down. Oh, making search from some racing here, guys. There's some airborne stuff happening. These guys are going so fast. He doesn't need Red Bull to have wings. As we watch these racers come across. Fun racing. Emile Godet will be advancing bib 152. All right, as we go back to the females here, we have bib 104 on the red course, Maggie Rose Kerrigan, and on the blue course, bib 103, Lily Janowski. Racers are on course, coming down the first part as they make it through the first few gates there after that. Still anybody's race as they're coming around into the belly here of Halcyon. Looking who we have coming through here, holding on to that power and speed as they're making their way around these gates. Starting to speed up, look a little bit. Tight turns, races. As these racers come in here, watching our racer on the red course, bib 104, crossing the finish line first. All right, next up we have bib 101 on the red course, Alexis Bullis, and on the blue course, bib 102, Iris Flume. Look at our slippers up there helping us out. You guys are rock stars. Thank you so much. Racers are on course, making their way down. As these races have tightened up, we're seeing pretty close finishes, pretty tight races, really fun and exciting races today. Let's see, it's still anybody's race as we're coming into the mid part of the section, almost into the lower part, getting into those last few turns. Who can hold on to it? Looking like our racer on the red course. All right, as we flip back over to the gentlemen, we have bib 151 on the red course. Dylan Udoff on blue course 155. Stephen McCutcheon. Racers are on course as they had an exciting pull out of that gate here into the first few turns, making their way down neck and neck as they've come through there. Now we'll see as they're coming through the belly of it, catching a little air there, holding on to it. Both of these boys coming back and forth, looking like a fun finish here. Who's going to pull it there? Bib 155 crossing the finish line first for that race. Next up, bib 158 course on the red course. Emilio, what's Emilio? Bib 152 blue, Emile Gaudet. Wait. Emilio? All right, this is going to be an exciting race. Bib 158, Emilio Patero. Bib 152, Emile Gaudet. Godet? Racers are on course, making their way down, neck and neck here, holding on to that speed. Still anybody's race as we have our racer coming through on the red course, finishing bib 158 on the red course, crossing the finish line first that race. All right, as we're going back to the ladies, we're going to have bib 103 on the red course this time, Lily Janisek. And on the blue course, bib 104, Maggie Rose Kerrigan. Racers, as they're making their way down the course, what a tight race this is. Both of these ladies giving it their all, back to back. Who's going to win this one? It's a close race. And we have our racer on the red line and crossing the line first. Let's see what that means for who advances. Bib 104 will be advancing. All right, next up we have on the blue course, bib 101, Alexis Bullis, and on the red course, 102, Iris Flume. Racers are on course, making their way down. As we see these racers going head to head, who's going to take that lead here? Neck and neck as they come through the belly. Still anybody's race. As we have red crossing the finish line first. Okay, so we have bib 102 will be advancing to the finals out of that one. Bib 101, you will go to consolation. All right, as we're back with the gentlemen on blue course, we have bib 151, Dylan Udoff, and on the blue course, bib 155, Stephen McCutcheon. As these racers are making their way down, looking as though the blue course so we will have bib 151 advancing to the finals. We'll have bib 155. So make their way up. We will have consolation races, so please make your way back up. We always are welcoming slippers if anybody wants to come. On red course 152, and on the blue course, bib 158. So we have Emilio and Emil racing here. Emilio is bib 158. Emil is bib 152. Both of these gentlemen are on course right now as they're making their way down the first few gates, neck and neck out of that gate. Let's see who takes the advances. They're coming into the belly of the beast here, trying to harness that speed, getting quicker as the day has gone on with this course. These racers are making their way down. We see our racer on the red course crossing the line first. Bib 152 will advance. All right, as we make our way back to the top for the ladies, we have our consolation racers going up here on the red course, bib 103, Lily. And on the blue course, bib 101, Alexis Bolus. These racers are making their way down the course right now. As they're coming through here, racing, getting neck and neck as we're coming into the last few turns here. Anybody's race as we're going into the finals. Look at this race. Who's going to make it? Looking as though we had our red finisher cross that finish line first. Alrighty, so we're going to flip over to the men's consolation right now. On the red course, we have bib 155, Stephen McCutcheon, and bib 158 on the blue course, Emilio Botero. Racers are on course, making their way down for an exciting start out of that gate, going neck and neck as they go into the first few turns. Coming around into the belly of Halcyon here. Still anybody's race as they hold on to it. Coming in to the last few turns. Who can hold on to this? Looking like our racer on the red course is going to win that round. Women's final? Ooh. All right, as we go back for our ladies' consolation, We're going to have bib 0101 on red, bib 103 on blue. Racers are on course. Exciting start. So this is second round of small finals consolations, as we say, as these ladies have switched gates and now they're riding on a different course than they rode the first time. As we have our racer on the red course, making their way around, coming on down through the base of it, the last few turns, as we have racer on the red course coming across first. All right, as we get back over to the gentlemen small finals, bib 158 will be on the red course this time, and bib 155 will be on the blue course. Racers are on course, making their way down for the first few gates here. Anybody's race. Neck and neck as they round the corner there, coming into the belly of Howson, making their way down, making their way through close, tight turns. Great racing. Looking like red will be crossing that finish line first. right, as we make our way into the final races here, we have bib 104 on the red course, and we have bib 102 on the blue course. Bib 102, Iris Flume. Bib 104, Maggie Rose Kerrigan. These racers are off and on course. Let's see what these ladies have. It's going to be an exciting race for the finals here. Both of these ladies get to go neck and neck one more time after this, so it's anybody's race. But as they're coming down, who has which course faster coming through here? It's exciting, going back and forth, still anybody's race. As it looks as though our racer on the blue course is going to be coming across that finish line first. As we'll be making our way back over to the men's finals, we have on the red course, bib 151, Dylan. On the blue course, bib 152, Emil. Racers on course making their way down, holding on to it on that red course, getting a little both blue and red, holding on to it, still making those turns. Way to finish these races strong. Stick it together. Nice, gentlemen. As we have the racer on the red course, bib 155, crossing that finish line first. Now we will flip back over to the ladies for their final. As we're making our way through the Race to the Cup, presented by Duckles Construction, one of our many awesome sponsors, also Arctic Liquors, the city of Steamboat Springs, our hometown. Did you guys know that Halcyon Hill is the oldest continually operating ski area in North America? Another one of our sponsors, Native Excavating, quality excavation since 1981. Smart Wool, power your adventure with performance socks and clothing. Steamboat Radio, keeping you up to date with your sports news and great music. Steamboat Ski Resort Corporation, Happy Trails, home of the Champagne Powder. Steamboat Orthopedic and Spine, they're here to keep you out there. Steamboat Sotheby's International Real Estate with local roots that run deep. Twin Enviro Services, proudly serving our community with a variety of waste transportation, waste disposal, and recycling services. UC Health, live extraordinary. All right, as we have the ladies at the top of the course for their final run of the finals on blue course, bib 104, Maggie Rose, and on red course, bib 102, Iris. Racers are on course. This is going to be an exciting final race as they're neck and neck right out of the gate. Coming down into these turns, we have the crux of it here. Both ladies making it around successfully as they're coming down, navigating down the belly of Halcyon Hill here. Making their way through the finals turns. Anybody's race, let's go, ladies. Finish strong, racing strong. As they're coming into the final turns, looking like the racer on the red course did cross that finish line first. Let's see what that means. All righty, now to the men's final race of the men's for the day today. Final. On course, we have blue course, we have bib 151, Dylan. And on the red course, we have bib 152. If I said that wrong, it's because bib 151 is on the blue course. All right, exciting. We have our racers in the gate ready for their final lap of their final race. Finals. Let's see who gets this exciting race underway. Racers as they're making their way down anybody's race as they come into the belly of Halcyon here. Both of these guys neck and neck as they're going back and forth, banging red and blue. Here we go. Tight race. Who's going to make that finish? Looking like blue crossed that finish line first. Let's see what's going on. What an exciting day of racing, watching the Race to the Cup presented by Duckles Construction. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in and listening today. We will be back tomorrow with more exciting races starting. So if you missed some of it today, make sure you make your way out again tomorrow. We'll be here for another exciting day of racing at Halcyon Hill. Thank you so much for coming out and joining us.